I bought two Insma relay receivers in October of 2020 for use in Halloween props. I thought I'd give other amateurs like me an overview of how these work. What you get is a receiver with 4 relays and 2 key fob-sized transmitters. If you purchase more than one device, you can choose which transmitters control which receivers, or have one transmitter control them all. Here's how to do it. Step 1 is to supply power to the receiver. It needs 12 volts direct current. Positive goes here and negative here. Step 2 is to pair the transmitter to the receiver. This is done by momentarily pressing the Set button here. The LED flashes 3 times. Now press any button on the transmitter. The LED lights steady. That transmitter now controls this receiver. You can add additional transmitters by simply repeating the operation. If you need to start over, simply press and hold the Set button for 6 seconds. This will delete all transmitter pairings. All 4 relays in the receiver are single-pole double throw, meaning when the relay is not energized, the center contact is connected to the contact to the right or the normally closed contact. When the relay is energized, the center contact is connected to the contact to the left of it, or the normally open contact. Now you can configure the relays to behave the way you want them to. This is done by moving a small jumper between these 3 pins here. I'll call them pins 1, 2, and 3. If you remove the jumper completely, the relays work independently from one another. This is called the non-locking mode. Relay A will close for as long as you hold down the A button on the transmitter. As soon as you release the button, Relay A will open again. The same goes for relays B, C, and D. Press to close, release to open. The second operating mode is activated when you place the jumper between pins 2 and 3. This mode is called the locking mode. It works just like the previous mode, except a simple momentary button push is all that's needed to cause the associated relay to close and remain closed until the button is momentarily pushed again. For example, a momentary push of the B button on the transmitter will close Relay B. Relay B will remain closed until the B button is pressed a second time to open the relay. Momentarily pressing any button on the transmitter will cause the associated relay to change state. If the relay is currently open, it will close, and vice versa. In this mode, any relay can remain in any state you wish with a simple momentary button push. By placing the jumper between pins 1 and 2, the relays now operate in the interlocked mode. Here's what that means. When you power on the receiver, one relay will always be energized and closed, and all other relays will remain open. For example, by momentarily pressing the C button on the transmitter, Relay C will close, forcing all other relays open. Relay C will remain closed until you momentarily press any other button on the transmitter. Pressing the D button, for example, will energize the D relay, closing its contact and returning Relay C to the open state. In the interlocked mode, one relay must be closed. One and only one relay can be closed at a time. The selected relay will close with a simple momentary button push and remain closed until another button is selected. As for the transmitters, they each use 2 CR2016 batteries. You'll know the batteries are good when the tiny red LED at the top of the transmitter lights on a button push. Don't be afraid to extend the coiled wire antenna on the receiver. You'll get better range on your remote control. I hope this video helps you make an educated decision on the purchase of this product. I've had a lot of fun using mine to scare kids on Halloween.